Adiyaman, the place where the sun rises. A place where people of different cultures and countries visit, with mysteries hidden in the archaic world, living peacefully without discrimination of race, religion, or language. This is the province that represents tranquility, Adiyaman. A place where nature displays all its generosity. A fertile soil with the biggest dam in the country, the Atatürk Dam. The heavenly stream of the Euphrates River, and the fascinating ruins of many civilizations. This is the province of Adiyaman. With its secrets leaving immortality behind, hidden behind the archaic world for 2,000 years, the province consists of the greatest mystery, Mount Nemrut, which is in Adiyaman. An open-air museum with its historical, cultural, natural, and touristic sites. Adiyaman is one of the rare settlements starting from the beginning of human journey on Earth and lasting uninterruptedly until this day. Adiyaman, which is in southeast Anatolia, besides having a rich, fertile soil and a mysterious historical identity, is also continuing to modernize and develop. The geography of the province, where the mild Mediterranean climate and the harsh terrestrial climate of eastern Anatolia intersect, with its plant diversity, richness, and with its fauna consisting of different living things nourished by diversity, since the first stages of history has been a paradise for humanity through its endless blessings. We see how generous the Creator has been in the process of creation here, with its endless fields painted with gold and yellow, and growing in these fields the wheat, corn, chickpeas, lentils, tobacco, grapes, pomegranates, and its rich variety, bringing smiles to the faces of the locals, is exported to all corners of the world. The mosque from the Emevi, Abbasid, Seljuk, and Ottoman times add a layer of fascination to the province. Among the important houses of worship are Ulu Jami, a mosque from the Seljuk period, Kab Jami, the only example left in the world of the Baghdadi school of architecture, and the Musalla Mosque, the first Turkish mosque built in Anatolia. The Prophet Uzair's tomb and Safvan bin Mu'attal's, which is one of the two tombs in Turkey where the place of burial is known for certain, welcome guests here. The Purple Petrus and Purple Paulus churches, with their spiritual and fascinating structures, are standing strong. In the Adiyaman Museum, there are more than 30,000 works, ranging in age from Paleolithic times until today. The museum consists of a rich collection of unique works that will change many of the historical perspectives in archaeological literature. In this way, the museum attracts the attention of many local and foreign academicians and becomes host to new research. The Oturakçı Bazaar features almost exclusively locally produced goods, and still retains its original texture. It is definitely one of the must-see sights of the town. The Yeni Kale fortress of the Komageni period in the Kata region and the Gerger fortress in the Gerger region, one of the oldest human settlements, stands in one piece on a rock, constructed in an architectural style that impresses those who see it. The Gerger fortress inside has a mosque, a bazaar, cistern, cellar, palace, dungeon, secret waterway, and other social facilities. These structures that have been able to survive until today and enchant the city leave visitors in surprise at their splendor. Other than its natural beauty and historic texture, Adiyaman is a water city. The lakes, streams, and rivers contribute to the province's beautiful nature. These clean resources, while giving life to the soil and many living things, also are a heavenly garden to look at. The dance of the birds in the Gulbasha Inekli and Azaplı lakes, located to the west of the province, and a rare wonder of nature, the floating islands in Chalikan, is like an extension of this heaven. Adiyaman has potential in alternative medicine, which has become increasingly popular in recent years. Gerger Suluklu Lake, along with its natural beauty, helps cure skin diseases such as eczema and psoriasis. The source waters of Adiyaman are as lively as its rivers and lakes. The water that comes out of the slopes of the mountains is a sign of the fertility of the province. Adiyaman hosts Nemrut, the eighth wonder of the ancient world, as well as the sixth wonder of the modern world, the Atatürk Dam. The country's largest dam and the largest freshwater reserve are located here. The Atatürk Dam, wrapping the province from its southern walls and spreading throughout the valleys, has created a water paradise. Over 30 different species of fish are living in the lake waters. With these features, Adiyaman soil has become a source of fertility and beauty since the first stages of history. This is why its fertile lands become a center of attraction and a home for many civilizations throughout history. The Euphrates. Here is the river Euphrates, the legendary Euphrates, the heavenly stream Euphrates. Giver and taker of life, the Euphrates. For centuries, the Euphrates has flowed past with its power and magnificence. The Euphrates is Turkey's most fertile and highest water potential river. For hundreds of years, the Euphrates has flown with all of its majesty, liveliness, and wisdom. It has witnessed centuries and history, made many rivers envious, a river mentioned in holy books, its supply coming from heaven. Bringing suffrage along with fertility, causing cries in its depths, this was the water of life for civilizations. For its sake, many songs have been sung, poems written, and laments burnt. With its grandeur, it has blocked passages, at times taken lives, at times given life to those who have died. At times it has brought smiles to faces, and at times has added tears to its larger water. The Euphrates swallowed not a day-old fresh bride along with laments. one of the 5 large cities of the Kingdom of the Commagene, known today as Pirin, is the ancient city of Pere. Pere, in the ancient times, was on the route of the road between Melitene or Malatya and Samosata, mentioned for the taste of its waters in ancient Roman sources, as a place where passengers and caravans were accommodated. It preserved its importance in the Roman period. It was also important for its religious role in the sending of a representative to the Nicene Council located in Iznik, or Nicaea, in the Byzantine period. At the entrance of the town, in the necropolis area, the structural function of the tombs carved out of rocks was discovered through excavations. Also, with the wine and oil presses, water cisterns, and water distribution systems that purify water, Pere is a fascinating ancient city. Mosaic ruins, temples, stone quarries, the architectural style of that period, using advanced technical skills to use the most advanced technology, astonish visitors. The most striking thing is to see how the little people of Commagene accomplished great things, which can clearly be seen here. Here, where civilizations were born, developed, and spread to the rest of the world. At every step you can come across natural or historical structures. To name but a few, there is the Sofraz memorial tombs, the Herun sanctuary, and the Karakush tumulus. The Sofraz monumental tombs, known as the large and small tumulus, are in 2 separate locations. Inside of them, there are vaulted tomb rooms and sarcophagi made out of stone. The rock tombs you will come across in river basins along the Turush and Pere show how the culture of burial has been a form of art in these regions. History is written in every inch of Adiyaman soil. The sanctuary of Herun in the Sinjik region. Sinjik is another mystery. In the sacred temple, the temenos walls and 2 symmetrical vaulted Heruns can be seen. The Karakush tumulus was made by the 2nd Commagene king, Mithridates, for his mother Isas. The locals, because of the eagle imagery on its columns, called it the Blackbird tumulus. On the columns there is the figure of a lion and a handshake. Isas's daughter Antiochus and her daughter Akka lie over there. Arsamea is the summer governing center of the Commagene kingdom. It is built upon the foot of Mount Nemrut, behind the old Kata fortress. On the ceremonial road to the south, relief statues of the kings of the Commagene and of Apollon Mithras. And in the middle section, there is a relief of the handshake of King Antiochus of Commagene with Heracles. Antiochus wanted to be remembered for being on good terms with Rome. In order to display his power and immortality, he had many structures and reliefs built throughout his kingdom. One of these reliefs is this work, showing him in amicable terms with the Romans. Arsamea, as a place where east meets west, the sky and the earth reconcile, gives a serious message of peace to today's people. Perhaps as a result of this, Adiyaman remains one of the calmest cities in the world, even though it consists of different religions, languages, sects, and beliefs. Gendere Bridge is on the ancient Chabinas Creek, flowing into the Gendere Canyon, located between Kata and Sinjik regions. With its 1,800-year history, the still functioning bridge was built by the 16th Legion that set up headquarters in Samsat during the reign of the Roman Emperor Septimus Severus. Inscriptions from the period, along with shedding light on how the bridge was built, also provide valuable information on the history of the period. Among the columns along the bridge are found one dedicated to Emperor Septimus Severus, one to his wife Julia Domina, and the others to his sons Caracalla and Geta. Caracalla, who came into power after Septimus Severus murdered his brother Geta during the struggle for the throne, and had all structures made in the name of his brother destroyed. From this destruction, the Gendere Bridge also gets its share, and the column built for Geta has been removed. A magnificent example of Roman monumental architecture, the Gendere Bridge today hosts visitors with its historical beauty and is a location that the locals use for entertainment and trips.